Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Steve McCrawley coming with another video. Today's some more VGC 17 battles on the battle spot. Still using this new team that I made. I believe this is second upload so far. So I kind of go over the team a little bit in the last one, but as always, I just kind of say, let's or you guys will learn more as you see the battles progress. So I'm not going to talk too much about my team. We'll just get straight into it. My first opponent here had a team of Goodra, Tapu Fini, Tapu Koko, Garchomp, Metagross, and Arcanine. So very interesting team here. Goodra, I actually was unaware was VGC legal. I don't think well, I guess I did know that because I think at the beginning of the season people were using Goodra. I'm not sure about that, but I'm pretty sure. But kind of caught me off guard there. I haven't seen one in a really long time. And then he had the Tapu Koko, the Metagross, and the Arcanine, 3 Pokemon weak to ground. I don't have a ground type Pokemon. I do have Salamence, which carries Earthquake, but I decided not to bring it because he has 2 Dragon type Pokemon. I was like, I definitely want to bring my Tapu Fini here. A Moonblast will make quick work of the Garchomp, and will be a 2-hit KO onto the Goodra. And then his 2 Tapus, I said I want to bring my Nihilego. I want to set up Trick Room here because my Marowak can do a lot of damage here. I do have to be careful of the Garchomp, but and the Tapu Fini, since I don't really have a good counter to it. Like I kind of went over in the last video, I don't have any electric type moves. I don't have any grass type moves, so it's a little difficult to take care of water type Pokemon in particular. So something I do have to keep an eye on, but Celesteela is going to have some really good free range here. He's got 2 dragon types. He has the Tapu Koko and the Arcanine, but apart from that, Celesteela is going to be able to wall for days, especially since he doesn't have a grass type Pokemon. So I'll be able to leech seed just about everything here. So let's go ahead and get into the first battle here against Mudkip. Not evolved into a Swampert, just a Mudkip. So I lead Nihilego Marowak, and my opponent is going to lead Goodra Tapu Fini. So I'm pretty happy with this lead. I do threaten damage with a Sludge Bomb. So I protect here straight away because I think he's going to target that slot. I do get my Sludge Bomb off, so I'm happy about that. It's going to do over 50%, so one more will do the trick. And Muddy Water, I'll be completely honest here, it didn't even cross my mind until I saw the Muddy Water come out that I realized that both my Pokemon are weak to water. Didn't even cross my mind until I saw that. So luckily Nihilego's pretty bulky, so it's going to take the Muddy Water and the Ice Beam pretty well. Just do just over 50%, but I'll be able to finish off this Tapu Fini before it can finish me off. So I think he's going to protect here. He's going to switch out, and if not, his Fini's going to go down, and the Goodra doesn't threaten any damage to me. So I just go for the safe Sludge Bomb, and sure enough, he just goes for the Ice Beam into me. But instead of attacking this turn, I went for the Swords Dance. I was like, there's no damage threat onto me. He's not going to be able to knock me out. So it's just going to be a free Swords Dance. So Marowak is huge at the moment. Absolutely huge. So Tapu Fini will still go down to another Sludge Bomb unless if I got a high roll at the beginning. But the next Sludge Bomb does do the trick here. And I do get the Beast Boost. You guys are going to see it is going to be special attack. I did change the EP spread. And we're going to see another Ice Beam. So this Goodra doesn't really have anything to hit me with. It looks like it doesn't even have a Dragon type move. So that Ice Beam actually did a lot more than the previous Ice Beams. I was surprised. But it's going to bring me down to my berry. I'm going to eat up, and I'm going to be able to get a Shadow Bone off. Goodra's physical defense isn't the best, so goodbye. I don't think the critical hit might have mattered. I don't know his nature or his EV spread, but I'm pretty sure it didn't matter. But I'll take the critical hit anyways. So we're going to see his last 2 Pokemon are Tapu Koko and Garchomp. So I'm actually really happy with this, even though it is a Garchomp. I do have Celesteela on the back, so if I get rid of Tapu Koko, I win. So here, I protect with Marowak. I'm thinking he can't go for an electric type move, so you have to go, unless if he has Discharge. But we do see the Dazzling Gleam, so that's going to do nothing to me. And with Garchomp, I was like, okay, he either has to Earthquake and protect his Tapu Koko, or he's going to Tectonic Rage. So we do see the Tectonic Rage here. So I was thinking if he goes in the Nihilego, it was a waste, and if it goes in the Marowak, it's still going to be a waste. I mean, it's a waste no matter how he uses it. But he does go into Marowak, which I guess makes sense because he needs to get rid of it, but he can't Earthquake and get rid of his own Tapu Koko. So that actually did a lot. That was through Protect. And then I just go for the Trick Room here, pretty much setting up myself up for victory. So, I mean, even if I didn't get the Trick Room up, it wasn't the end of the world. But I go for Shadow Bone into Garchomp just to pick up that knockout since it was the bigger threat here. This Tapu Koko has, it looks like it doesn't have Discharge, and it's not going to be able to knock me out anyways. Or if with Discharge it wouldn't knock out, well, it wouldn't knock out Marowak. No electric type move would knock out Marowak, and then Dazzling Gleam probably wouldn't, since it was going to be resisted. So Marowak was able to pick up the knockout there, finish that one off easy peasy. So Nihilego picking up 2 knockouts there. That Beast Boost and Special Attack was pretty nice. It allowed me to pick up the knockout onto Tapu Koko. So really glad that I did the first battle, those free battles, to see. I'm not real I have never used most of these. I think the only Ultra Beast I've used is Kartana. I don't think I've used any of the others. Yeah, I'm thinking. I used Pheromosa, but those ones are so they're defense stats. Well, Kartana's physical defense isn't paper, but Pheromosa's stats are paper. Her physical stats are just paper, or excuse me, her defensive stats are just paper. So, and then with Kartana, your attack's going to be your highest stat no matter what. So I've never had to think about EV spreads and everything. So that Beast Boost coming in clutch there, picking up that. It didn't matter. Well, I guess it might have, because in the back I did have Celesteela and Tapu Fini. So unless if he had Discharge, which it looked like he didn't even have, it wouldn't have mattered anyways. So good game. Nihilego and Marowak coming in clutch there. So we're going to move on to the second battle here. My opponent had a team of Salamence, Kartana, Porygon 2, Tapu Koko, Tapu Fini, and Arcanine. So from this one, we do see the Arcanine. I'm surprised he didn't bring Kartana here. I feel like Kartana is decent against my team. It's good for the Nihilego. It's good for my Tapu Fini. And apart from that, it still gets good damage off on stuff like Celesteela, on Salamence. So Buzzwole, I need to bring Buzzwole here. I haven't brought him at all, I don't think yet. But I do have Ice Punch on mine, so if he's at a Beast Boost, he'll be able to one-hit knock out the Salamence. He might even be able to do it before. I didn't run the Calcs, but I didn't do it with Garchomp either, but I was like, this is definitely a good move I want to have on my Buzzwole. And then it's got Poison Jab for the Tapus, and then my Zemu is going to come in clutch against the Porygon 2. So that's why I haven't really brought it yet. It's decent, but I feel like it's really good when it's able to Hammer Arm off. And then under Trick Room, it's just going to make him, it's going to lower his speed, so he's going to be able to be the first to move under Trick Room. And then Arcanine, I don't feel like Arcanine's too big of a threat to my team. I have Marowak, which resists. I have my own Salamence, which with Intimidate, and it resists Fire-type moves. Nihilego can hit it with a Power Gem. I have Tapu Fini. And like I said, I've kind of said before, I don't have any Grass-type Pokemon. So it does hit Celesteela pretty hard. So it's one of the main things. So many Tapu Kokos, so many Arcanines, big counter to Celesteela. So we're going to get in. My opponent leads Tapu Koko, Porygon 2. I'm going to go with Nihilego Salamence, because I felt like the only thing he could hit my Nihilego with would have been Tapu Fini. And this just gives me a Z-move pressure from the beginning. So we're going to see how the abilities are going to work out here. Tapu Koko is going to be fastest, and then Salamence. And Porygon 2 is probably going to be the slowest. But I switch out here into my Marowak because either he has to Dazzling Gleam and there's going to be no damage onto my Nihilego, or he's going to go for an electric type move and it's going to be redirected. So he actually protects Tapu Koko, which I wasn't thinking he would do. And he goes for Thunderbolt with Porygon 2, and that's just going to go straight in the Marowak, and Trick Room goes up for free. So that was like a perfect turn 1 for me. Couldn't have asked for anything better. Because I have really good positioning here as well, since Porygon 2 are going to have Ice Beam and Thunderbolt. And so he's actually going to switch out Tapu Koko straight into Tapu Fini. So what sucks too is I was thinking, I think he's going to have Karton in the back, so I'm not going to go for Sludge Bomb because then it wouldn't do any damage. So I set up another Swords Dance here with the Marowak just because there's no threat of damage. Once again. And we do see the Ice Beam from Porygon 2. That's going to go in the Nihilego. No chance of freeze since the terrain's up. And I go for Power Gem here. Unfortunate, but I guess and it would have been nice because then I could have two-shot this thing. But Nihilego is going to be faster than the Tapu Fini most likely. So I do have to be super careful of that. And he's going to bring in his Arcanine, intimidate my Marowak a little bit. So a pretty good switch by my opponent. He's not bringing much to the table here, but still. I went for Flare Blitz into Porygon 2. See, again, I didn't, and it's funny, it just happened. I didn't consider the fact that this Tapu Fini is going to have Muddy Water, and it's going to be super effective against both my Pokemon. Didn't even cross my mind. So the Muddy Water is going to come out here, and it's going to end up connecting with both my Pokemon. So Marowak's going to go down easily. Nihilego just over 50%. So that's unfortunate there. The Sludge Bomb here is a good play, but I should have realized that Porygon 2 is exerting no pressure against my team. The Tapu Fini is one I need to make sure I get rid of. And the Shadow Bone there was free because Porygon 2 was already in, so I could have easily picked up the knockout there. And then I could have gone for a Sludge Bomb or something else into the Porygon 2. So a bad play on my part. But it allows me to bring in my Buzzwole for free. And I go for a Hammer Arm into the Arcanine. He's not going to switch out. He gets the crit on the extreme speed. But I do pick up the knockout, and my speed's going to drop. So I'm even if Porygon 2 comes out, and I should be able to move first in Trick Room. And I do get the Beast Boost, which is really nice. So another Muddy Water is going to come out. Buzzwole's going to eat this pretty well. So is my Nihilego. And he gets the accuracy drop, so I'm just hoping my Sludge Bomb doesn't miss here. The Barrier is going to heal me back up. So even if it misses, I could theoretically take one more. But the Sludge Bomb does connect, and that's going to be a knockout onto the Tapu Fini. So another big turn, double knockouts. And a Beast Boost for my Nihilego as well. So both my Pokemon are super strong at the moment. And this is Porygon 2 and Tapu Koko are going to come back in, and this is going to be the last turn of Trick Room. So what's fortunate is most Porygon 2s do not run Protect. So Tapu Koko can Protect, but I can go for a pretty much free all-out pummeling into Porygon 2 and guarantee the knockout. And then that's pretty much going to seal the deal. So Tapu Koko does Protect, which is what you'd expect. I mean, at this point, my opponent is just hoping I make a mistake. Or hoping that I don't even have the Z move here on my Buzzwole. But I do have it. I saved it. I had no need to use it before. So I am at +1, so unless if this Porygon 2 is a miracle worker, this should be enough to pick up the knockout. I actually realized in Worlds that there's a hill right there, and you hit them back into the hill. So I do pick up the knockout. I was actually getting kind of scared because I felt like that the health bar was going down pretty slow. So I was like, is he actually going to survive? But I do pick up another Beast Boost. And now it's going to be these two beasts against Tapu Koko. So we do see the Dazzling Gleam. Again, he had to choose between an electric type move or Dazzling Gleam. So he does go for Dazzling Gleam to pick up the knockout on Buzzwole. But as we saw before, a +1 Sludge Bomb should be enough to do the trick. Could be, and it can't be Assault Vest because it's protected. Could be a little bit bulkier, but going to be enough to pick up the knockout. So it's actually pretty insane. Like you think about it, Nihilego. This is a bulkier one. You see how well it takes these attacks. It's bold nature. I mean, its highest attack, yes, is special attack, but it's only like 157 or something like that. I think that its max is like, it's got to be at least 180, 190. So It's just crazy thinking that Nihilago, like a bulkier one, just with one beast boost, is enough. It has enough offense to pick up the knockout on Tapu Koko, full health. So I guess that's kind of the nature of the beast boost itself. I mean, it's a 50% increase, but still pretty cool. An interesting spread, interesting. I don't know what you would call it, just an interesting Nihilago in general. So another win on that one. I did make a mistake there, like I said, letting my Alolan Marowak go down. I should have realized I kind of got greedy there. Uh, I mean, one, I didn't realize the fact that Muddy Water would not or is a threat against both my Pokemon. I didn't realize that Nihilago was going to move after Tapu Fini in the Trick Room, and I didn't. I should have. I mean, I kind of got greedy. The Porygon 2 was exerting no pressure. There was no need. There was no chance of a freeze because the Misty Terrain was up. It was doing no damage, so I should have just gone straight for the Tapu Fini. But luckily, we were able to pick up the win. Trick Room came out huge. And once Marowak went down, it just allowed me to bring in Buzzwole and pretty much clean up. So that's pretty much going to be it. Been interesting so far with this team. Be going at it for a little bit longer. I might make some adjustments to the team. Maybe swap out a member, swap out a move. I don't know. But also, I feel like the Marowak's been coming in clutch here, exerting a lot of pressure. With this, when you get that Sword Stance and Trick Room up, boom, dude! It annihilates Pokemon. But enough of that. You guys will just have to see more as it comes. But if you got any suggestions for me, feel free to let me know. If you want to battle me, if it's VGC, if it's just regular doubles, if it's 6v6 singles, whatever it is, go ahead and challenge me. Just let me know. But that's going to be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.